y'all gonna be mad. And I don't even know where to begin. Stay tuned. Alright, so I'm gonna do this before I change my mind, because I'm hesitant on doing this. To tell you the truth, I really don't even want to do this. But I've been... Okay, start from the beginning. Why I've been gone. Like I said in the last vlog, I don't vlog anything unless it's vlog worthy. And the other thing is, I've been sick. Now I'm giving you the real, like, one on it, okay? So, I've been sick. I have pneumonia. And I don't... Why is this so fucking hard? Okay. I don't even truthfully want to tell you this, but it would just make me absent even more. And then y'all will just probably be super upset. So, as you could tell from the title down below, I'm in love with somebody else. Okay? I've been keeping a secret from you. So I'm just gonna spit it out. Do this the easy way or the hard way. But here it is. That's the reason right there. That's right. I'm pregnant. I'm about 17 weeks and 5 days today. Well, not today, as of 2 days ago. Now let me tell you how I found out. Alright, so I knew something was wrong a couple months ago. Something felt off, something felt different. Because this might be a little bit TMI, but I'm just giving you everything. Okay, so my last period was August 3rd. And I have this app on my phone right here that's called Flow. Ladies, diamonds, excellent app, by the way. So it told me I was, I think, 53 days late. 53 days late for my period. So then I was like, something feels off. And I'm doing everything in my power trying to get my period back, right? And then I'm doing like more exercises, more more of this, more of that, more everything. So it still hasn't came. And then my brother was in town. Shout out to you. And he said something was different about me. So we went to the store to go get a pregnancy test. So the first one I took came out positive. And I was like, this must be a default test or something, because I didn't believe it. And then I took another one the following morning. Like, as soon as I woke up, I was like, gotta take it. So I took it. Y'all, that test came out positive. I still didn't believe it. I was like, no, this is wrong. And I used one of those clear blue ones, okay? So I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm denying everything. I'm like, so I'm like, okay, let me go to the doctor. So I go to the doctor, and he confirms it. He said, congratulations, you're pregnant. I'm looking at him. I'm like, wait. And I'm like dumbfounded. I'm like, wait, how, I'm stumbling all over my words. I'm trying to find it, right? And I'm like, how did this happen? And my doctor looks at me and he's like, I think you know how it happened. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I know it. And I was just like, I was silent on the car ride back, okay? Now, let me tell you how I revealed it to my man. I hope y'all are sitting down for this. Okay, so how I told my man, he came home, and when he came home, I was like, he was all stressed out, and I was like, thinking maybe I shouldn't just tell him, like, you know, because he's all stressed and whatever. So I'm just like, I keep it a secret. And I've been keeping the secret from him for like about, I'd say about a month that I didn't tell him. And then so I just finally broke down and I told him. I was like, baby, I need to tell you something. And he's like, what is it? And I was like, okay, hold on, because we were sitting on the couch, and I said, stay there. I'll be right back. So I come back, and I was like, close your eyes. So he closed his eyes. And keep in mind, he was just getting off of work when I decided to tell him. So after I told him to close his eyes and give me your hands, he did that. So I handed him the pregnancy test. I said, open. Now, keep in mind, I wanted to do it in a special way. Not like that. But, whatever. I did it. And he opens his eyes. He's like, are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me? Like, you should have seen the look on his eyes. In that, he was shocked. Like, absolutely shocked. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. And, sorry, y'all, I still have my pneumonia, so, yeah, that was his reaction. Now, what you're about to see on the screen is how I broke down to my closest girls. And this is before I told my man and before I told anybody else. So I took a screenshot of the pregnancy test. I said, as you could see on the screen, ladies, I need your help. And they were all happy. And I was still in shock, y'all. I was still in shock. So that's how I told my closest friends, and we've been keeping it a little secret. So then let's talk about how I told my family and my friends. Now, as for family, one of them already knew, and that was my brother. And then the second time I went to my doctor, I broke down and I was like, okay, I have to tell somebody else about this, but they can't tell anybody else. So I told my father, and my father was like all in shock. And he was happy, and he said it's about freaking time. Y'all, seriously? Like, that's what my father said. And then I kept it a secret a little bit more. So I broke down, I told my niece and my sister. Now keep in mind, I didn't want to tell them anything at all. I didn't want to tell anybody else. I didn't even want to tell my mother or my other brother. But I did. So my father came over to my house with my niece, and I'm looking at him. My father's looking at me, and I was like, "You didn't tell her, did you?" And he goes, "No. I think that's something you should tell." And I was like, I honestly don't even want to tell them. This is what I was telling him on the phone, and then he came over with her, my niece, to my house. So I was like, okay. So my niece sat down on the couch, and she was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I got something to tell you." And then after that, she was like, she said she had a feeling that she knew that I was pregnant, because apparently her and her mother were talking about it the day before or something, because I don't tell them shit. And that's how I told my niece. So she was happy. Then she started feeling on my belly. And then I was like, okay, I need to do something spectacular for my sister. So what I did for my sister, I went shopping. I got her a pashmina scarf. And what else did I get her? I got her a card. I said, I forget what it was in the what it said in the card. Something like, "Congratulations," or something along those lines. And she's like, when she opened the gift, she didn't give me the reaction I was hoping for at first. And then she's like, "Congratulations." And then I guess like the hormones started taking over. And I was looking at my father, because I was like, and I was trying to fight back the tears, everything. And as I'm reliving this right now, I'm trying to like fight back the tears. But anyways, that's how I told my sister. Then I told my mother, but my sister and my mother were talking on the phone one day, apparently. And they were like, my mother said to her, "I have a feeling that somebody's pregnant." and my mother asked if my sister was pregnant. She said no. And then my mother calls me up, and she's like, well, I had a dream somebody was pregnant and blah, blah, blah. Because in my family, we have this tradition where dreams tend to narc us out when somebody's pregnant. And my mother had that dream. I'm not going to get into specifics, but she had that dream. And I was like, well, are you sitting down? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And she's like, she was in shock too. So that was my mother's reaction. And the last person that I had to tell was my other brother. Now, his reaction, I really don't want to get into that. But he said congratulations, but he's been going through some things himself, and just for personal reasons, I'm not going to get into it. But that's it. Now, let me tell you about my pregnancy buddy. My pregnancy buddy, as you can see right here, that's right, my dog has been my pregnancy buddy this whole time. Because I think my dog was the first one to know that something was different, because he kept on like sniffing around me, and I think dogs could sense pregnancy or something. So my dog was like sniffing around me first, and he was like just going all crazy, and like he did something out of the blue. But keep in mind, as you can see, he is a pit bull mix, okay? He's a pit bull mix. So there was this one guy when I took him out, okay? And he was drunk. Now, normally I just don't fuck with him, right? So this guy was drunk. He comes up to me, and my dog attacks him. Because my dog don't like drunk people. Or, as I'm getting to this next part of the story, he doesn't like bald bitches either. Like, he's weird. He don't like drunk people. He don't like bald bitches. So, that's about it. And now let's talk about how I've been feeling. In the beginning, I was feeling fine. Like, I didn't feel anything. I didn't get any morning sickness. I didn't get anything. So, then certain things I noticed were starting to change. Now, keep in mind, I don't eat pork. Okay? So, I tried to eat chicken one day, and the baby didn't like it. I threw up. So, that's how it was getting real to me. And then, the other thing that I don't eat is, like, sausages and steak. So, my man was, like, feeding me steak one day. No, honey, no. The baby don't like it. I'm beginning to think my baby's a vegetarian already. Like, I don't like sausages, and I don't like steak. I don't like pork. But I know my baby don't like that either. So that's it for the morning sickness. Those are the things that I noticed that have changed. Now, the only things that I've been craving have been like bologna, pepperoni sticks, string cheese. Like, the list is endless. And that's about what I've been craving. Now, as I told you before, I'm 17 weeks and 5 days pregnant. Now, y'all are probably wondering, will I be doing like pregnancy updates? Well, it really depends on how I feel. So, yeah, it depends on how I feel. And that's all I could say for now. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was like bras. Oh my god, y'all, I can't even fit into my bras, to be honest with you. Like, I'm wearing this bralettes now, and they're super comfortable, and my boobs, they just freaking hurt when I wear regular bras. So, my nipples have been like really sensitive, and that's because like they're growing, and I've been watching a lot of updates on YouTube, and because I'm in my second trimester right now. So, yeah, that's basically about it. If you guys have any comments, let me know in the comments section down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Alright? Bye, guys. Love you. Don't forget to keep shining bright like the diamonds and the beams that you are. Alright? Bye, guys.